जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरा वनचारी जमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 সবাই হরি নাম করুন, সবাই মুখ দিয়ে উচ্চারণ করুন। हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय 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 राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरा नटराज जय गौरा नटराज जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रामा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON संस्थापक आचार्य जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 82, Shloka number 47 and 48. I think both the shlokas are there today, 47, 48. So actually today this chapter is going to end. 48 is the last shloka of this chapter. Shloka number 47. Sri Suka Uvacha Adhyatma Shikshaya Gopya Evam Krishnena Shikshita Tadanusmarana Dhavastha जीवकोशस्तम आद्यगम आध्यात्मा शिक्षया गोप्या एवं कृष्णेन शिक्षिता तदनुस्मरण धावस्था जीवकोशस्तम आद्यगान. Actually I should have just read it once because Sloka 48 will be reciting thrice, right? So I'll just go on to the translation. Sukdev Goswami said, having thus been instructed by Krishna in spiritual matters, the gopis were freed of all tinges of false ego because of their incessant meditation upon him. And with their deepening absorption in him, they came to understand him fully. Purport. Srila Prabhupada renders this passage as follows in Krishna. in Krishna, as in the book Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The gopis, having been instructed by Krishna in this philosophy of simultaneous oneness and difference, remained always in Krishna consciousness and thus became liberated from all material contamination. The consciousness of the living entity who falsely presents himself as the enjoyer of the material world is called Jiva Kosha, which means imprisonment by the false ego. Not only the gopis, but anyone who follows these instructions of Krishna becomes immediately freed from the Jiva Kosha imprisonment. A person in full Krishna consciousness is always liberated from false egoism. He utilizes everything for Krishna's service and is not at any time separated from Krishna. Sloka 48. So this has a different tune. It's something like the Brahma Samhita tune. Please recite after me. Ahuschate nalinanabha padaravindam Yogeshware ridhi vichintam agadha bodhe Samsara kupa patito taranavavalambam Geham jusham api manasi udiyat sadana Ahuschate nalinanabha padaravindam Yogeshware ridhi vichintam agadha bodhe Samsara kupa patito taranavalamvam Geham jusham api manasi udiyat sadana Ahuschate nalinanabha padaravindam Yogeshware ridhi vichintam agadha bodhe Samsara kupa patito taranavalamvam Geham jusham api manasi udiyat sadana Ahuschate nalinanava padaravindam Yogeshware ridhi vichintam agadha bodhe Samsara kupam patito taranavalamvam Geham jusham api manasi udiyat sadana Ahuschate nalinanabha padaravindam Yogeshware gadha bodhe Navalambam Ahuschate nalinanabha padaravindam Yogeshware agadha bodhe Samsara kupa patito naranavalambam Matajis, anybody? Okay, word to word meaning. Aho, the gopis said, cha and te, your, nalina nabha, O Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower. Pada aravindam, lotus feet. Yoga Ishvare, by the great mystic yogis. Hridhi, within the heart. Vichintyam, to be meditated upon. Agada Bodhe, who were highly learned philosophers. Samsara Kupa, the dark well of material existence. Patita, of those fallen. Uttarana, of deliverers. Avalambam, the only shelter. Geham, family affairs. Jusham, of those engaged. Api, though. Manasi, in the minds. Udiyat, let be awakened. Sada, always. Na, hour. Translation. The gopis spoke thus, Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower. Your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen in the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts. Although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. Purport. The translation and the word meaning for this verse are taken from Srila Prabhupada's English rendering of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 1.81, where this verse is quoted. Revealing the jealous mood in which the gopis spoke these deceptively reverential words, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti gives their statement as follows. O Supreme Lord, O directly manifest Super Soul, O crest jewel of instructors in definitive knowledge, you are aware of our excessive attachment to property, home and family. Therefore, you previously had Uddhava instruct us in the knowledge that dispels ignorance. And now you have done so yourself. In this way, you have purified our hearts of contamination. And as a result, we understand your pure love for us, free from any motivation other than assuring our liberation. But we are only unintelligent, cowherd women. How can this knowledge remain fixed in our heart? We cannot even meditate steadily on your feet, the focus of realization for great souls like Lord Brahma. Please be merciful to us and somehow make it possible for us to concentrate on you, even a little. We are still suffering the reactions of our own fruitive work. So how can we meditate on you, the goal of great yogis? Such yogis are immeasurably wise, but we are mere feeble-minded women. So please do something to get us out of this deep well of material life. Pure devotees are never motivated by a desire for material elevation or spiritual liberation. And even if the Lord offers them such benedictions, the devotees often refuse to accept them. As stated by Lord Krishna in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Na kinchit sadavo dhira bhaktahi ekatino mama vanchanti api mama maya dattam Kevalam apunar bhavam. Because my devotees possess saintly behavior and deep intelligence, they completely dedicate themselves to me and do not desire anything beside me. Indeed, even if I offer them liberation from birth and death, they do not accept it. It is quite appropriate, therefore, that the gopis respond with a trace of jealous anger to Lord Krishna's attempt at teaching them jnana or yoga. Thus, according to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the words the gopis speak in this verse may be interpreted as, O sun, who directly destroys the darkness of ignorance, we are scorched by the sun rays of this philosophical knowledge. We are chakora birds who can subsist only on the moonlight radiating from your beautiful face. Please come back to Vrindavan with us, and in this way bring us back to life. And if he says, then come to Dwarika, there we'll enjoy together. They reply that Shri Vrindavan is their home, and they are too attached to it for them to take up residence anywhere else. Only there, the gopis imply, can Krishna attract them by wearing peacock feathers in his turban and playing enchanting music with his flute. Only by his appearing again in Vrindavan can the gopis be saved, not by any other kind meditation on him or theoretical knowledge of the self. Thus ends the purport of the humble servant of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th canto, 82nd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Krishna and Balaram Meet the Inhabitants of Vrindavana. Here Srila Prabhupada's purport ends. Srila Prabhupada's disciples' purport end. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Sacha Namom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Chunnavadi Paschatadeshatarine Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Trishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nilachala Nivasaya Nittaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vanchakalpatarurvascha Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, I will just briefly summarize what actually we are dealing today. So, very important part actually we are dealing today. This chapter, 82nd chapter, it is called Krishna Meets the Inhabitants of Vrindavana. So, the background is like this. The first 39 shlokas. So we are now in shloka number 47 and 48. But the first 39 shlokas, that is 1 to shloka 39, it shows the meeting between Krishna Dwarkadhish Krishna and the Vrindavan Vasis. And where they meet in a third place, Kurukshetra. Occasion, Surya Grahan, solar eclipse. And so first we see Nanda Maharaj from Vrindavan. He is excited to meet his relatives, the Yadus from Dwarika. So there are few shlokas about that. After that, Krishna and Balaram meet their foster parents from Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, and they are overwhelmed to meet them. After that, there are few shlokas about Nanda Maharaj meeting Vasudev, his friend Vasudev. So after these meetings, then shloka 40 onwards, the next 5 shlokas, 40 to 45, in fact 6 shlokas, they deal with Supreme Lord Krishna meeting his favorite, the gopis. But now Krishna wants to wash his hands. Krishna has been away for a long time. The gopis have been separated from Krishna for a long time. But Krishna wants to make it very clear, it's not because of my own personal wish that I was away from Vrindavan. It was because of social duties that I was away from Vrindavan. And he also says that it is divine providence that I was away from you all. And in those 5-6 shlokas, Krishna also instructs the gopis, who are the purest of devotees. So Krishna is instructing them that through devotional service and through jnana yoga, he is very much achievable. The Supreme Lord is very much achievable. So these are the slokas from 39 to 45, 46 in fact. But Krishna is giving, I would use the word here, lecturing in 5-6 slokas to the gopis, telling them how to practice pure devotional service. Now, what is the obvious reaction from the gopis? Give it back to him. Now, how the gopis actually gave back to him? Sarcasm. Extreme sarcasm. Srila Prabhupada mentions in his purport deceptive reverential words, revealing the jealous mood in which the gopis spoke these deceptively reverential words. Reverential means with respect. Deceptive but reverential. That's why we find these, in fact the last shloka, shloka 48, where actually the gopis are responding to be very sarcasm, full of sarcasm. In shloka 47, Sukdev Goswami is saying, in this way, all created things reside within the basic elements of creation, while the spirit soul pervades the creation, remaining in their own true identity. You should see both of these, the material creation and self, as manifest within me, the imperishable Supreme Lord. So Sukdev Goswami is quoting what Krishna told the gopis, that you should see everything is residing in me. But do the gopis regard Krishna as the Supreme Lord? Do the gopis perform devotional service to the Supreme Lord in Aishwarya Gyan? Aishwarya Gyan means knowing that the Supreme Lord is Supreme Lord, knowing that Krishna is Supreme Lord? No. They don't regard him as Supreme Lord. And Krishna is giving here philosophy about how a servant should recognize his master and perform his duties. So, Srila Prabhupada writes in his purport in this 47 purport that a Jnani with realization of these facts should feel no separation from the Lord in any situation. But the gopis of Vraja are more elevated in their Krishna consciousness than ordinary Jnanis. So these sermons of Supreme Lord would have been good if the devotees were Jnani level. But here it is a question of pure devotees who have intense love for Supreme Lord. Thus the gopis were able to relish the intense ecstasy caused by their own love in separation from him. Only in jest is Sri Krishna ascribing to them a lack of spiritual discrimination. So actually if we see, Krishna is out of jest, out of joke, giving sermons to the gopis. As Krishna also knows very well their level. In Sloka 47 comes the bombarding lecture, reply, response of the gopis to Krishna. Please listen very carefully what Sukdev Goswami is quoting. Sukdev Goswami is saying, having thus been instructed by Krishna in spiritual matters, the gopis were freed from all tinges of false ego. The gopis were free from tinges of false ego because of their incessant meditation upon him, and with their deepening absorption in him, they came to understand him fully. These are all sarcastic. They came to understand him fully. Gopis know everything about Krishna. The gopis spoke, my dear Lord, whose navel is just like lotus feet. Your lotus feet are the only shelter. Your feet are worshipped by yogis, learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may be awakened within our hearts. So they are praying like, please let this lotus feet be awakened in our hearts. Although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. हम लोग तो गृहस्थ हैं, हम लोग को तो कुछ अकल ही नहीं है. प्लीज कुछ आशीर्वाद दीजिए कि आपका ये चरण कमल हमारे हृदय में कुछ स्फुरित हो, हम लोग को थोड़ा ज्ञान हो. Srila Prabhupada also gives as it is purport. But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur actually reveals the minds of the gopis. So he says, revealing the jealous mood in which the gopis spoke these deceptively reverential words. So the gopis were jealous. Why jealous? Because the gopis can see that Krishna has come with his beloved wives. Automatically, they will be very jealous of the situation. Krishna can see, the gopis can see that all the Dwarikavasis have come and Krishna has also come with his beloved wives. And on top of that, Krishna is lecturing to them how to get him. So the gopis spoke in reverential, deceptive words. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur tells the actual meaning of the gopis. The gopis want what they wanted to actually convey to Supreme Lord. He says, O son, who directly destroys the darkness of ignorance. This is like they are telling Krishna, we are scorched by the sun rays of the philosophical knowledge. We are chakora birds who subsist only by moonlight radiation from your beautiful face. So there is so much heat here, but we are like chakora birds and we only depend on moonlight. Now as far as I remember, chakora birds used to depend on the raindrops, right? Not on moonlight. Chakora birds, remember? On moonlight or raindrops? Kichilo? Moonlight. Moonlight, okay, the two thoughts, moonlight or raindrops. Anyway, here it is moonlight. So the gopis are saying, there is too much heat here. We are chakora birds, very humble householders, fallen grihasthas. We want moonlight, and moonlight cannot be, we cannot find here. You want to give us lecture, you want to tell us about Krishna consciousness? Please let it be in Vrindavan. There we can get moonlight. So they are saying, we are chakora birds who subsist only in the moonlight radiation from your beautiful face. Please come back to Vrindavan with us, and in this way, bring us back to life. Bring us back to Krishna consciousness. We have forgotten everything, please come back. I'll just give a very gross example. Very gross example. It's just like, for example, I'll say in Bengali, say, পরীক্ষার আগে ধরুন পরীক্ষার আগে মাস্টার মশাইরা বলে না যে এবার তোমরা পড়ে নিও, এক সপ্তাহ বাকি, সারা বছর পড়িয়েছি, এক সপ্তাহ এবার তোমরা পড়ে নিও। ঠিক আছে, এদিকে বাড়িতে পড়াশোনা কিছু হচ্ছেই না, সারা বছর মাস্টার মশাই পড়িয়েছে, এখন পরীক্ষার আগে বাড়িতে কিছু পড়াশোনা হচ্ছে না। তো হঠাৎ করে রাস্তায় হয়তো মাস্টার মশাইয়ের সঙ্গে দেখা হয়েছে, স্যার একটু পড়িয়ে দিন স্যার, কিচ্ছু পড়াশোনা হচ্ছে না। আচ্ছা, আরে গাধা, তোমরা যা সারাদিন পড়ে সারা বছর পড়েছি ওই নেক্সট টেক্সট বুকগুলো বের করো, বের করে দেখো। স্যার আপনি তো জানেন আমি না গাধা, ওই জন্য প্লিজ বাড়িতে এসে একবার পড়ান না, 7 দিন বাকি। Exactly same situation, reverential deceptiveness, using the words of Krishna to give him back. If you really want to teach us Krishna consciousness, na, we are fallen souls and we are attached to our sense gratification, we are poor householders. Please come to Vrindavan and preach us Krishna consciousness. Here it is not a good place to preach us. Kurukshetra, solar eclipse is happening, all kings around, it's a kind of a battlefield also. So why don't you come to Vrindavan and give us, your association. So this is what it is. And after that, a very interesting para, the last para of this shloka. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing that in case Krishna says, why go to Vrindavan? Why don't you all come to Dwarika? Okay, this is a third party place, Kurukshetra. You don't like this? No problem. But why to go to Vrindavan? Why don't you all come to Dwarika? There I will, So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing, if he says, he means Krishna says, then why come to Dwarka? There we will enjoy together. Then how would the gopis respond? They reply that Shri Vrindavan is our home. Shri Vrindavan is their home, and they are too much attached to it for them to take up residence anywhere else. So the gopis cannot leave Vrindavan. They are too much attached to Vrindavan. So going to Dwarika, out of question. Only there the gopis imply can Krishna attract them by wearing peacock feather in his turban and playing enchanting music with his flute. Krishna, this you can do only in Vrindavan. You can wear a more punk and you can take your flute. Can you do this in Dwarika? You are a Rajkumar there. You are a Rajkumar there. You are a Dwarkadhish there. You will have helmet. You cannot wear a peacock feather and pagri there. And you cannot play your flute there. In Dwarika we find Krishna with arms and ammunitions in his hands. In Kurukshetra he has come with swords. He's a king, rather a prince. So that ambience which we used to have in Vrindavan, that cannot take place in Dwarka. So only there the gopis imply can Krishna attract them by wearing peacock feathers in his turban and playing enchanting music with his flute. Only by his appearing again in Vrindavan can the gopis be saved. Because the gopis, they survived only for the sake of Krishna. They wouldn't have survived so long. So many years have passed since Krishna has left Vrindavan. Why are the gopis still alive? The gopis are still alive because Krishna had promised that he would come back, he would return. And the gopis, they don't expect that when Krishna will return, we'll satisfy our senses by seeing Krishna. No, this is not their wish. Their concern is that Krishna said he would come back, and if he comes back and hears that we are not there, we have left our bodies, Krishna will be extremely destroyed. That is their concern. That Krishna's senses won't be gratified. That is their concern. The gopis are not at all bothered about their sense gratification. Their only intention is to give sense gratification through their senses to Krishna. That is their intensity of love. Same separation happened during the Rasa dance. In the midst of the Rasa Leela, suddenly Krishna understood that every gopi is thinking that I am with him dancing personally. And they are thinking, Krishna is with me, poor other gopis. I feel sorry for them. Every gopi is thinking this. Why? Because Krishna has manifested himself, innumerable Krishna, to give pleasure to each and every gopis. So Krishna understood that there is a tinge of false ego which has come up in the hearts of the gopis. So in the middle of the Rasa Leela, suddenly Krishna is not there. Similar love from separation takes place in the hearts of all the gopis. They start searching for Krishna. They start looking for Krishna here and there, and they can't find. To make it more intense, suddenly they see, actually Krishna took the four-handed form Vishnu and stood there in their way when they were searching for Krishna. Because the Vrajavasis used to worship, used to consider Vishnu as their Lord. The four-handed form Vishnu as their Lord. But here we see the gopis, they were so much engrossed in finding their darkish complexion lover Krishna, that despite seeing their Supreme Lord Vishnu, four-handed form, in the middle of their path, they just folded their hands and asked him, have you seen a bluish boy going somewhere this way? Did you see somebody pass this way, a bluish kind of boy? Can you imagine their intensity of love? It's just like I heard, there's a short story in Bengali. Some old lady was stitching একটা বৃদ্ধ মহিলা একটি সূচ নিয়ে কিছু সেলাই করছিল, চোখে কম দেখতো, সেলাই করতে করতে হঠাৎ করে সূচটা পড়ে যায় নিচে, আর বিকজ শি ওয়াজ ওল্ড, বৃদ্ধ, তো ওই জন্য এই চোখ দিয়ে দেখতে হবে, সূচটা খোঁজা তো খুব ডিফিকাল্ট একটা বয়স্ক মহিলার পক্ষে। তো খুব হৃদয়ের সঙ্গে ওই সময় উনি প্রার্থনা করেন, হে প্রভু একটু দর্শন দাও, বিকজ কেউ নেই আশেপাশে, কাকে ডাকবে, কেউ তো সুইচটা খুঁজে দেবে, হে প্রভু একটু দর্শন দাও, তোমার দরকার আমার। এত হৃদয় দিয়ে উনি ডেকেছেন যে সাক্ষাৎ ভগবান ওখানে উপস্থিত হয়ে গেছেন। তো ভগবান সামনে উপস্থিত হয়ে গেছেন, চোখ খুলে যখন সত্যি দেখলেন যে ভগবান উপস্থিত হয়ে গেছেন, তখন উনি কি বললেন, হে প্রভু একটু সুইচটা খুঁজে দেবেন। হরে কৃষ্ণ, মাই গুডনেস, সাক্ষাৎ ভগবান সামনে চলে এসছেন আর আপনি জিজ্ঞেস করছেন সুইচটা খুঁজে দিতে। তো ঠিক তেমনি for the gopis, for the Brajavasis, for the gopis, they were searching for Krishna, their lover, but here the Supreme Lord is standing, their worshipable object Chaturbhuj Vishnu is standing, and they are asking him, have you seen that bluish boy this way? Somebody flew, somebody ran off, did you see somebody going this way? Can you imagine how much their object, how much their mind is engrossed in Krishna? And then in separation they could not hold their Vipralamba bhav, and then they sang Gopi Geet. And after hearing the Gopi Geet, Krishna couldn't hold himself, and that four-handed became two-handed automatically. Such is the intensity and the magnanimity of the loving affair between Supreme Lord of Godhead and his beloved gopis. Unimaginable, intense, heights of intensity. So since there's just little time left, so I was thinking of singing those few verses of Gopi Gita. So I just got few printouts. So whatever we have gone through today, this kind of Vipramla Bhava which the gopis are exhibiting in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, of course now it is not a battlefield anymore, it's a place for solar eclipse. Similar has been depicted in the Gopi Gita shlokas. Tabo kathamritam tapta jivanam kobibhiriditam kalmoshapaham ritam Shravanamangalam Shrimadattatam Bhuvi Grinanti Je Bhurida Jana Jayoti te dhikam janmona braja Shrayato indira shashadatrahi Doito drishatam dikshutavakas Tvaidrita shata shashatam tvate Dikshutavakas Dvaidrita shava Tvam vichinvate Doito drishyata Dikshutavakas Tvaidrita shava Tvam vichinvate Tvaidrita shava Tvam vichinvate Sharadudashaye Sadhu jatosha Sharashijodara Shri Mushadrisha Shurato nathote shulko dashika Barodo nignato neha kim vada বিশ্বজলপয়া দ্বালরাক্ষসা বরসমরুতা বৈদ্যতুলনা বরসমরুতা বৈদ্যুতানলা বৃষময়াত্মজা বিশ্বতো ভয়া ঋষভতে বয়ম রক্ষিতামুহু নখলু গোপিকা নন্দনা ভবান অখিল দেহিনা মন্তরাত্মদ্রি নন্দনা ভবান অখিল দেহিনা বিখনসার্থিতি বিশ্বগুপ্তয়ে সখৌ দেবা সাত্বতাম কুলে তব কথামৃতম তপ্ত জীবনম কবিভিরিদিতম কল্মষাপহাম শ্রবণমঙ্গলম শ্রীমদাততাম ভুবি গৃণন্তি যে ভূরিদা জনা ভুবি গৃণন্তি যে ভূরিদা জনা হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে everybody সবাই হরিনাম নিন কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে 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 রাম হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Bhuvi Grinanti je bhurida jana, Grinanti गोपी गीत की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरि बोल। কারো যদি কোনো কিছু প্রশ্ন থাকে, এখনো 1-2 মিনিট বাকি আছে মনে হয়। এনি কোয়েশ্চেন, এনি কমেন্ট? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।